Hi, friends. Once again, accept my heartiest gratification. And today, the topic is much important as to understand. It's about some philosophies of life. The first philosophy is this that, as we all know, whatever you give, you get it back. If you give knowledge, you'll get it back. If you give fraud, you'll get it back. If you will give hate or hatred, you'll get it back. You will spread the love, you'll get it back. You'll spread the humanity, you'll get it back. The example is just like a ball. You have a ball in your hand, and with full of power, you just throw it on the wall. So it will come back to your hands. So same example is this: whatever you do, you get it back. Do good, have good. So this is the criteria. I want to tell you, this is all about karma. Karma never loses its address. So this is the way: as you sow, so shall you reap. As you sow, so shall you reap. So this is the criteria. For example, in your garden, what you are doing, you're eliminating all of the weed and you're growing some fruits, plants. You're growing some fruits, plants. So obviously, after 3 or 4 years time, they will give you the result as a fruit. It's impossible that you are harvesting the thorns and you'll get some fruits. It's impossible. Whatever you do, you'll get it back. Good deeds and bad deeds both walk like a parallel with your life. Like you have seen that the railway track, it goes parallel for a long way, for a long way. So same example is this: your goodness, your badness, your good deeds, your bad deeds are traveling parallel with each other. But my wish is this, that you're supposed to do more good deeds. You have one track of good deeds, and one track, which is second track, must be based on the good deeds. So your good deeds and bad deeds walk parallel with each other. As much as you will go for the good deeds, as much as the miracles will happen in your life. I always know that it's quite difficult, it's quite tough, but it's not impossible. Everything is possible in this world. Nothing is impossible in this world. Even impossible says that impossible. It means everything is possible in this world, and we have to just act upon that. We have to grab it. We have to try to achieve all of the targets which we always thinking, which we have been thinking since our childhood to till date. All of the prayers which you are making since your childhood to till date, it will be accomplished. But it needs a lot of efforts. It needs a lot of goodness, dedication, purity of soul, purity of thoughts, purity of ideas. Make yourself down to earth. If you're making yourself down to earth, you will be on the top. You will reach on the toppest approach. People think that it's just because of money that someone will be respected by money. Money is just like a number. It cannot add any kind of the characteristics in your personality. For example, a person who is a rich person and he is a smuggler, he's a robber, he's a snatcher, he's corrupt, and is involved in rigging, and all those politicians which we see about that, they don't have respect, although they have a lot of money. I've seen a lot of people, they have a lot of money, but unfortunately they don't have respect. But when I see about the teachers and those people who are down to earth, although the teacher is going on a bicycle, but whenever his students are watching and they see them, so they rush to him. They ask question, "How are you, sir?" They shake hand with him and they bow their head in front of the teacher. This is the way. Respect actually you earn by your good deeds, not by money. Money cannot give you a character. Your character will be always bad unless you will make it good. So if you have money, you can wear good clothes. Money cannot give you respect. Respect you have to earn by your own good deeds, by your all good actions. So that's why I'm saying to you that humanitarian causes are good for you. Although you don't have money, but your target must be clear to you. Your target must be in front of you. that there must be a purpose in life. A life without purpose is nothing. A life without purpose is just like a hell. I want to say that you have to create a purpose and then follow your purpose. Make a purpose and follow it and move to your target. Unless you get the success, unless you achieve it, just move slowly and gradually. Slowly and gradually win the race. You know, good deeds is so powerful. It's so powerful. Means when you go for the good, entire universe help you. Because this entire universe is based on the goodness. God created the entire universe on the basis of goodness, not on the basis of badness. So whenever you try to do an attempt, a good attempt, whether it's for plants, whether it's for birds, whether it's for human, whether it's for insects, whether it's the reptiles, whether it's the marine life, whether it's for the nature, whether it's about the non-living thing, whether it's for the living things, always remember that God will support you. The entire divine will support you in goodness. But when you do something bad, this is the evil emotions, satanic emotions, demonic emotions, and devil's emotions, anger involved in that, and all of the goodness will be ruined by this anger. So always stay away yourself from the negative deeds, from the bad deeds, from the negative and evil spirits, because these are crushing your personality. These are crushing you, and you will no longer will be a part of this society as a proud nation. You will never be a person that people will appreciate you. No one will salute you. No one will appreciate your work. So that's why good and bad deeds both walk with each other. So try to be a good person instead of being bad person. Many bad incidents happened with me in my life, but never I changed myself. I never changed myself because I know that good deeds is tough job. Good path is tough. Good way is tough, but it has satisfaction of heart and soul. But as far as the bad deeds and bad way and bad path, it's shortcut, but there is no satisfaction of heart, brain, and mind. So we have to connect ourselves with the Lord, with the God, with the divine, with holistically, mind, body, and spirit. We have to connect ourselves with in this entire universe, emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually. So these bonds, when we will generate, last one is humanitarianly. Once we bring all those characteristics in our personality, believe me, you will be proud of your own self. Your soul will be proud of yourself. This entire world, this entire universe will be proud about yourself, that you have achieved your target. So good deeds are always needed to be there. There are people who are doing good deeds and they are mentally, physically, emotionally, heartily, they are satisfied. They are not in dogmatic approach. They're not in dilemma. They are always happy, and their progeny is always happy also. So this is my strong recommendation for you. Never leave the good deeds in your life. Goodness is just like a fire. It's just like a light within you, and it will spread. And as much as it is spread, it will just eliminate all of the darkness. Your goodness, your positivity, your light within yourself will eliminate the darkness within your life, and as well as your disciples, and as well as your beloved, as well as your followers' life too, because you have impact. You have a great impact of your personality on other people's life as well. So that's why this is my humble request to all of you, that just do the efforts for the good deeds, not for the bad deeds. Good deeds will give you power, like your body will be in your control. Like your body will never be weaker, it will be stronger because you're not doing the bad deeds. As far as you're doing the bad deeds, you're doing the adultery. If someone is doing the adultery, if someone is doing the fornication, if someone is doing the toxic drugs, if there are someone is taking the toxic drugs and doing smoking, wine, alcohol, or champagne, or opium, or brown sugar, or ice, or all of those toxic things. So you are taking the toxics within you. So it will always give you the result. What you are taking, it will give you the same result. Like you're taking the poison in yourself, you're adding the poison in your body, so you will return the poison to the world. So that's why I'm saying to you that stop yourself from all illegal activities, all immoral activities. Work on your body, work on your soul, work on your brain, work on your heart, work on your knowledge, work on your dedication, and work on your tolerance, patience. So once you will build your character, your personality, people will see light within you and they will approach to you. They will talk with you. They will ask questions from you. You will give them solution. You will try to take them out from the marsh or abyss. You will take them out from the swamp. You will take them out from the mud. You will take them out from all bad incidents of their lives. Because positivity has a wonderful magic in itself. Negativity has the bad magic in itself. One is positivity, one is negativity. So be positive, be optimist, don't be the pessimist. If you have an optimistic approach, you will be benefactor of this world. And if you have the pessimistic approach, so you will be hell for this world. Take the example of Hitler. Take the example of Napoleon. Take the example of Temujin. Take the example of Alexander the Great. Take the example of all those monarchs, pharaohs, tyrants that who brutally killed the world. And their names are a symbol of a lesson that you have to stay yourself from these kind of the work. Let me give you an example. As Alexander the Great, once he was passing through a way, and there was a sage, Darwish, Sufi, was sitting there. So Alexander the Great sent his representative to the sage, Darwish and Sufi, who was sitting there. So he asked from him that as Alexander is asking, what you need, ask from me, I'll give you. So as the sage smiled and said, what Alexander the Great wants, tell him, ask from me. So it was a strange answer from that sage. So he came back. Alexander wanted from the reply of that Darwish. As Alexander came to that Sufi and asked question, what are you doing here? He said, I'm resting. So then Sufi asked from Alexander the Great, what you will do and what you're willing to do. He said, first of all, I will conquer all of the country one by one. I'll capture all the treasure of such countries. Then I'll conquer all of the entire world. And Sufi asked then, he said, I'll rest. So Sufi smiled and replied to him, what you will do at the end, I'm doing right now. It was a great reply from the Sufi, and for a while, Alexander the Great also shocked from his reply, because whatever he was saying, it was true, it was right. Although Alexander the Great was satisfied from the reply of that Sufi, but he had the lust. The main problem was lust. He had the lust of money, he had the lust of power, he had the lust of desires, he had the lust of making himself as a top conqueror of this world. So he didn't stay there. He moved forward. And later on, the end of Alexander the Great was very bad, because in the war he was wounded and The arrow which he got or hit by the enemy was full of poison. That's why his body got poisoned. And it was so painful situation for the Alexander the Great. As Alexander requested all of the people who were doing the treatment, and they were doing a great job in allopathy, and he just called all of them that make me correct, make me okay. I want to become okay. They tried a lot. But they couldn't able. Finally, that near end, the Alexander the Great said that please take all of the treasure of this world, take all of the kingdom of this world, each and everything from me, and just give me a little more life. I want to live. So it was too late. Before dying, he made a will. He mentioned that when you will bury me into the grave, so take one of my hand out of the grave, like this. Alexander wanted to tell this entire world that when Alexander was leaving this world, he was saying goodbye to this world, his hands were empty. So that's why this was the will of Alexander, that put my hand out of my grave, which was a lesson to the entire world. When you leave the world, your hands are empty. You come in this world with empty hands, you leave this world with empty hands. But what you take from this world into your grave, it's about good deeds or it's about your bad deeds. Now decision is yours. If you want to make your grave full of light, then go for the good deeds. And if you want to make your grave like a havoc, then do bad deeds, and it will be dark and there will be no sign of light in your grave. So once again, the focus of mine is about good deeds and the result of bad deeds and the result of good deeds. Selection is yours. So try out to wipe the tears from those eyes who are suffering. Find the people when you're crossing the road. If you find any person who is facing some difficulty to cross the road due to his old age, or maybe someone is blind, try to help them. I hope if you will help them, you will be helped by God. And these are good deeds. All of the creation of God must be happy from you. I know you cannot make this entire world happy. It's a very difficult job. But as far as if you're making 70-80% people happy in this entire world, that you will be having the good marks, good result, your pass. And your ratio, if it's touching the 90-95, then you're a hero. And this is the way. Be happy and let other people to be happy too. Live and let others to be lived as well. Spread the mercy and get the mercy of God. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. Someone asked a question from me that I want to achieve the level of peace. What should I do? I replied him, do help the poor, do help to the needy, and give love to those who have suffered. You'll get the ultimate level of peace in your life. Peace is not like a sparrow that you'll capture it. Peace is always your good support, help, which you do from the bottom of your heart, selflessly, without any result. Your result is satisfaction, which God will give you. Because if you're thinking that I'm doing this for the sake of Lord, for the sake of God, for the sake of Almighty Allah, I can say that you are absolutely having a lot of peace. Your aura will be full of peace. You will see that something is touching your soul, your body, and that will be extreme level of tranquility. You can say ecstasy. You will be in ecstasy, like Wajd. And solitude is a gift. Remember it. Solitude is a gift, and very few people are rewarded from it. All people don't have the solitude in their life, and solitude is the thing which take you the world of emptiness, where you fill yourself from the light, from the knowledge, from great emotions, where you will accountable yourself. The accountability court will take the trials. You will see yourself as a hero. The trials will take place in the court of your heart, and you will be accountable of yourself. And when you will be clear in the accountability session, your heart will be full of light. So, solitude is a gift, okay? Don't feel it like it's a curse. No, it's a gift. Very few people can handle it. When the people have solitude, when they get a chance of solitude, they run away from it. They cannot tolerate it, they cannot bear, because they don't have patience. They go to the rush. They want to talk with other people to eliminate their emptiness. But somehow it creates more deep hole within you. For example, whatever you're just doing, you have to pay the enough cost of it. You're going for the company to talk and meeting with the people, there'll be enough things you have to pay. So therefore I'm saying to you, there's nothing free of cost in this world. I'm taking this breath, it's not free of cost. I swear of God, you'll pay a lot for it. In a shape of many trials, in a shape of many examinations, in a shape of many sufferings of life, because nothing is free of cost in this world. You have to pay enough price of it, and you pay intentionally or unintentionally, willingly or unwillingly, reluctantly, dejectedly. But anyhow, hope for the best. Yeah, hope for the best. So, good deeds are good, bad deeds are bad. In this universe, I have seen two most powerful things. From the beginning and till the end of this entire world, there are two most powerful things which I assume, which I saw, which I imagined, which I presume, which I analyzed, which I thought, which I predicted, which I forecast, which I imagined, which I'm saying, the most two powerful thing, the most two powerful things, the most two powerful things. The answer is good and bad. Goodness, badness. Positivity, negativity. So thank you very much indeed. It was once again a spontaneous conversation with you people. I'm thinking and I'm saying whatever is coming in my brain, I'm talking with you. There's no preparation. As you all know, I cannot memorize any kind of the paper. I'm so bad in it. It's you will give me the piece of paper for memorizing and memorize and give a speech. If you give me 10 days, I will not be able to even get a single word from it. It's the bestow of God. It's the bestow of God. Whatever I speak, it comes in my brain, and then I read from my brain, and I reveal it. Somehow it's a revelation, and I feel so happy that God is so merciful on me, and I'm so thankful of God, and we all are thankful of God, and may God protect us from all evils, from all badness, from all sins, from all crimes, from all hypocrisy, from all evil deeds, bad deeds, and from all devastation, destructions, abolitions, damages. May God protect us. Amen. So take care of yourself. See ya. Bye-bye.